I hope Maddie comes to visit soon. She's been doing an awesome job running the volunteer stuff at ARF. And you've got King James. Mikey does most of the podcast work now. Everyone else has their own thing. Do you think we could get King James to wear a crown?
All right, kids, it's time to wrap it up. Thank you both so much for your help today.
Is Belle okay?
She'll be all right. It's very hard to switch from treating animals as companions for humans to focusing on an animal's needs.
She just wants every animal to have a good home. King James used to live in the forest. That was his home. And he got hurt and lost his paw, so now he has a new home. And Jimmy connected with King James, so you made a place for Jimmy here.
The home is where you meet a person or an animal, right where they are, as they are.
I think I know how to help Wesley. And maybe Belle, too. You help everyone else with their things. You put in almost as many hours at ARF as Maddie. You host half the podcasts and have your animal sound segment. You're right. I do all the things. How about a fix for our Python problem?
A fix for our Python problem.
For that one, I'm going to need your help.
The next day, one of us has to hold the lid so the other can grab the thermometer.
So the other can hold the lid so the other can grab the
thermometer.
I'll hold the lid.
Almost. Got it. There.
I wonder if we have a thermometer that hangs.
If we have a thermometer that
on the outside.
That hangs on the outside.
Wesley likes playing with this one, and we don't want him to break it.
We don't want him to break it.
Great idea. Wesley seems to really like his tank. I'm glad we're figuring out what his ideal home is.
You know, the sanctuary does some of that kind of work.
The sanctuary does some of that kind of work.
Really?
I think you'd really like it there. Jimmy showed me where King James lives now that he can't live in the wild.
He can live in the wild.
And I know Belle is looking forward to you meeting Lolo.
It's just, can I tell you something? I keep putting off going to the sanctuary because if I don't have the answer for helping Lolo, Belle's going to be crushed.
Yeah, she'll probably take it hard, but not as hard as she's taking you avoiding her.
You're right. I need to stick to my word and visit.
Now, can I tell you something? I've been feeling a little lost with all the new stuff going.
Now, can I tell you something? I've been feeling a little lost with all the new stuff going on.
The sanctuary, the podcast, the club.
Like you're being pulled in a bunch of different directions?
That's exactly it. I realized that I like doing a little bit of everything. It keeps me connected to everyone in the club. I've been feeling off because everyone else has been so busy with their own stuff.
I know. I'll make it a priority to patch things up with Belle. I just don't know where to start.
I know exactly where to start.
Jimmy's house the next day.
And he can crawl across these branches. Grandma even painted him his own rock. I have to say, after speaking with you both and
his own rock. I had to say, after speaking
Dr. Reese,
with you both, Dr. Reese,
I'm confident that Jimmy will make a fine pet owner. Jimmy's a whip-smart kid. But with his parents traveling so much, he's run a bit wild.
He's run a bit well.
Tracy and I moved closer to keep an eye on him. You and that school club have been real good for him. It looks like he's thriving with all the changes. You must be very
with all the changes.
Be proud of him.
You must be very proud of him.
And then, when we do a deep clean of the tank, we'll switch some things out to make sure he's not bored.
This is an incredible setup, Jimmy. Wesley is already a lot calmer.
This is an incredible setup, Jimmy. Wesley is already a lot.
Yeah, sometimes a change of scenery is a good idea.
Scenery is a good idea.
Looks like Jimmy and Noah found the perfect home for...
And Noah found the perfect home for Wesley.
Wesley. Yeah. Who'd have thought Jimmy Miller would adopt such a high maintenance pet. I've been meaning to tell you. I want to come to the sanctuary, but I feel like you expect me to have the perfect answers for helping Lolo and fixing everything. I want to share it with you, not put you to work. I still want to be the volunteer coordinator at ARF. It's my favorite
coordinator at ARF.
Place in the world. In the first place, I felt like I fit in after I moved. I get that. You're my favorite person, no matter where we spend our time. You're my favorite person, too. Looks like everyone is trying new things. If Mikey trusts Jimmy to put a snake on his shoulders, we can definitely find a way to get Lolo to trust people.